I'd like to welcome you to a really nice breathing practice. You can look at this as what they call three-step yogic breathing, and I like to feel of it more of almost like the ocean breath. So we're going to do some of them with our hands and then take the hands off, hands on, hands off. So what it's going to be is we're going to be starting low in the body and then feeling the breath coming up the body, and then just like an ocean wave, when we exhale, the wave breaks and our breath goes back down. So to start off, we're going to put both hands on the lower belly. So you kind of almost as if you're dropping your awareness out of your mind with all its thoughts and feelings and emotions. And we're just going to bring all our attention to this lower abdominal area, lower belly, the sides, and we're going to feel a little bit in our back. So before we start, when we're doing any of these practices sitting, just really quickly, whether you're sitting in a chair or you're like me sitting on the floor, just take a quick note on posture. Make sure your hips are same height or preferably a little higher than the knees. And just want to feel this spine elongates. You feel very tall, kind of dignified nature to your sitting, yet make sure you're very relaxed. And especially if you're doing this after a day of hard work, stuff's been stressful at work or anything with the family or friends, really pay attention. Make sure you release any tension in your jaw. Relax the shoulders. Remember, the shoulders, we want them to be the opposite of uptight. So that means down and loose. And just relax through the chest and upper back and the lower back. So just really fast feeling you want is the spine rising and the whole body relaxing, almost like cotton lake around the rising spine. So we're going to start this, put the hands on the belly. Once again, remember, we start our breath work with an exhale. Empty out. Then as you breathe in, feel the expansion of the belly like a balloon. Maybe you feel a little bit through the sides and lower back. And then release, it contracts. Everything through the nose. Through the inhale, exhale is up to you. Remember, you're walking this fine line, as they say, this razor's edge between effort and not trying too hard. So you want to be doing this deep, slow, diaphragmatic breathing, but not so much that you bring tension to the body. So if you're not feeling much movement in the sides or the lower back, that's okay. Don't force it. So let's take the hands off, put them on top of your knees, palms up or palms down. It's up to you. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. All the awareness. Feel the expansion like a balloon. And relax with the exhale. Experiment with the different types of exhales. Really let the exhales go really long, completely emptying out all that carbon dioxide. For the next part, remember what I was saying, this 3-step. This is step 1. Step 2, now we come to the mid-torso. So we want to feel like a horizontal expansion of the ribs. So take your thumb and your first finger, making a half circle, put it on the sides of the ribs. Start with an exhale. Now as you start the inhale, deep in the lower abdomen, feel the movement. And then feel it rising up the sides until it expands the ribs sideways and release. Making sure you're keeping the shoulders relaxed, even though the arms are out in this position. Make sure you're not bringing the shoulders up to the ears. Keep a nice distance between the shoulders and the ears. So start the movement down low, diaphragm engages. And release. And one more with the hands staying on the rib cage. Lower belly, lower back, obliques, up to the sides and release. And then take the hands off. And once again, feel this 2 steps. Lower abdominal area, mid-torso with the sideways expansion of the ribs. Let's take 3 breaths like this. And let's do one more. Once again, just like an ocean wave, feel the breathing body down low in the abdomen. And release. But now for the third step. Remember, start in the lower abdomen, up through the ribs, and then we're going to do not just the chest, but the upper back. Now to feel it more in the upper back, I'm going to show you 2 ways to do the third step, which is the most difficult. Take the hands, interlace the fingers, and bring them behind the head. You don't want to crank on the neck. Just gently place them behind the head. Start with your exhale. So remember, lower abdomen, ribs, upper back, and as soon as you feel movement in the chest, it means it's time to release, and it's like the ocean wave breaks. And on this last exhale, you let go of the hands. One other option to work with this upper chest, upper back area is put one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. So start with your exhale, and now inhale. Belly swells, balloon-like, ribs expand sideways, upper back and chest, and release. So it's feeling of the torso, the breath rising on the inhale, falling on the exhale. Now let's take the hands down. We're going to do 3 breaths like this. So just connect to this whole, as they say, the breathing body. Breath starting low, just like an ocean wave. The wave comes up, and then with the exhale, the wave breaks. Okay, so we're going to do 3 breaths. Start with an exhale and begin. Try to do the in and out through the nose right now. Let's take one more breath. Really experience the breathing body. On this last one, when you think you're about done with the exhale, start exhaling through the mouth with the sound of a sigh. And let it go, let it go, let it go. And just take a relaxing breath. And feel free to return to that practice anytime throughout your day. It just really is a really beautiful breathing practice. Just being with this feeling of like an ocean wave, the breath starting low and it rising up to the upper chest and the upper back, and then it just letting go on the exhales. Thanks for joining me.